But first, the explosive floods inquiry report lays the blame for our summer of disaster in part at the feet of 3 Wivenhoe Dam engineers. The CMC will look for possible criminal or misconduct charges. Georgie, tonight you're at Wivenhoe Dam and thousands of flood victims now have some answers.
That's right, Bill. Wivenhoe Dam is fairly tranquil right now, but the report goes to the heart of what happened when all that water rushed from the floodgates and into the cities. The inquiry found 3 dam engineers may face criminal or misconduct charges after their testimony was referred to the CMC. The dam was operated in breach of the manual. Insurers were slammed. They should treat their customers better. Political leaders will implement all 177 recommendations, lock, stock and barrel. And lawyers are lining up for what could be Australia's biggest class action. These are the 3 SEQ water engineers, Terry Malone, Rob Eyre and John Tiboldi, who are at the centre of the damming flood report. And Summer Burke joins us now. Summer, what will the CMC be looking at?
Well, Georgie, they'll look at the evidence that the 3 dam operators provided the inquiry, so the statements that they gave, the reports and also their oral testimony, and they'll be deciding whether or not criminal or official misconduct charges should be laid. Finally, some answers more than a year after our summer of disaster.
This is a very important piece of work. I look forward to reading your findings and your recommendations.
By far the most explosive, the 3 dam engineers, Terry Malone, Rob Eyre and John Tiboldi, be referred to the Crime and Misconduct Commission to investigate whether their submissions to the inquiry should result in criminal or misconduct charges.
This Commission of Inquiry did what we needed them to do, leave no stone unturned.
The report found the dam operations manual was breached, and if Wivenhoe's capacity had been reduced, homes could have been spared. It recommended dam manuals be rewritten and scrutinised by independent parties. It also found Queensland lacks a coherent approach to floodplain management and called for a study of the Brisbane catchment and new flood maps. Another recommendation that councils consider buyback plans for areas that regularly flood and helping businesses develop their own evacuation plans.
It's a task that will take a number of years to complete, so ongoing funding will probably be the issue on the table as well.
Surprisingly little of the document was dedicated to insurance issues, attracting only 5 recommendations on policyholder company communications. Commissioner Catherine Holmes said evidence was scant and that the terms of reference didn't include the major complaint of residents who thought they were covered for floods but weren't.
Maiden recommendations as they relate to insurance have been taken on board by the insurance industry. In fact, most of those recommendations have already been implemented.
Backflow valves in suitable areas and limited development in areas of high flood risk were also recommended. The report looks at these events around January 2011 in great detail. Obviously, you can see that the report is 2 volumes long, more than 650 pages, and in total there are 177 recommendations. There was even some room for poetry. Commissioner Catherine Holmes cited some T.S. Eliot in her preface.